3 worst and 4 best luxury coupes in 2025. 640 horsepower, 205 miles per hour, $100,000 on the line. Luxury coupes should be perfection, but 3 are hiding the kind of problems that cost owners thousands. CVT bombs, fake exhausts, pace gaps that'll embarrass you at a stoplight. Drag tests, owner receipts, consumer reports, all documented. We excluded EVS and convertibles. Here are the facts, and the worst? A $70,000 Mercedes with fake exhausts and tires so bad it understeers through every corner. Worst number 3, BMW i8, the pace gap. Starting around $60,000 used, sometimes less if you're brave. The BMW i8 looked like the future. Carbon fiber body, scissor doors, a plug-in hybrid powertrain that promised supercar looks with eco-friendly gilt relief. But here's the problem. It never delivered supercar pace. In a head-to-head drag race against the Mercedes-AMG GTC, Audi R8, and McLaren 570S, the i8 got left behind badly. Multiple car lengths by the quarter mile. Same price, half the performance. The i8 looks like a supercar, but performs like a warm hatch. And if you think that's bad, wait until you hear this. Owners report that the i8's 1.5-liter 3-cylinder sounds like a lawnmower when you push it. The electric motor helps off the line, but once the battery drains, you're hauling 3,500 pounds of carbon fiber with a motor that belongs in a hatchback. Then there's ownership. Battery replacement, $15,000 to $20,000. Yes, more than a used Mazda Miata. Hybrid system diagnostics, specialist only. And because BMW only sold around 20,000 i8s worldwide between 2014 and 2020, finding a good independent mechanic is nearly impossible. One owner on the BMW forum said, "I bought it for the looks. I kept it for 2 years. The repair bills made me sell it." The i8 is stunning automotive art, but if you want a car that can back up its looks with performance, keep looking. i8 owners, what's your biggest repair bill and at what mileage? Drop it in the comments. And here's where the story gets wild. Worst number 2, Audi A5 CVT models, the CVT trap. Starting around $25,000 to $35,000, used for 2009 to 2016 CVT-equipped models. The Audi A5 is gorgeous, sleek lines, quattro all-wheel drive, that premium Audi interior. But if you're shopping used and you see a CVT transmission, run. According to the Car Wizard, a mechanic who's seen it all, 2009 to 2016, Audi A5 models with CVT transmissions are ticking time bombs. CVT failure is common, and rebuilding or replacing a CVT in an Audi isn't like swapping a traditional automatic. It's expensive, it's complicated, and most independent shops won't touch it. You're looking at $5,000 to $8,000 for a replacement CVT, if you can even find one. Add labor and diagnostics, and you're pushing $10,000. Owners report failures between 48,000 and 62,000 miles. These aren't isolated cases, this is a pattern. The Car Wizard's advice? If you're buying a used A5, make sure it has the traditional automatic. The CVT models are a gamble you don't want to take. When a CVT fails, it fails big. But this small detail changes everything. If you find a 2017 or newer A5 with the 8-speed automatic, you're in much better shape. The 2.0-liter turbo is reliable if maintained. The interior still feels premium. But that CVT risk on older models? Deal breaker. If you're looking at a used A5, check the transmission type first. If it's a CVT, walk away. A 5 owners, CVT, or traditional auto? What's your experience? Let us know below. But the worst offender? A brand new Mercedes that costs $70,000 and feels like it's apologizing for existing. Worst number 1, Mercedes-Benz CLE 450 Coupe, the fake luxury. Starting around 50,000 pounds to 70,000 pounds in the UK, roughly $63,000 to $88,000 USD. The Mercedes CLE 450 is supposed to replace both the C-Class and E-Class coupes. One car to rule them all. But Mercedes made some choices, and not good ones. Let's start with the fakery. Fake diffuser, fake side vents, And the worst, fake exhaust housings. The real pipes are hidden behind the bumper. What you see, plastic. The CLE 450 says luxury, but feels like cost-cutting. According to Top Gear, who tested the 2025 CLE 450 extensively, it's more GT than driver's car. And that's being polite. Here's the real problem. Mercedes fitted the CLE 450 with eco tires, not performance tires. Eco tires designed for fuel economy, not grip. The result? Understeer, lots of it. Push the CLE into a corner with any enthusiasm, and the front end just plows wide. It's not confidence-inspiring, it's frustrating. One CLE 450 owner on the Mercedes forum said, "I swapped the eco tires for Michelin Pilot Sport 4S, and the car transformed. Why didn't Mercedes just do this from the factory?" So you're spending $70,000 on a luxury coupe, and you immediately need to drop another $1,200 to $1,500 on tires just to make it handle properly. That's not luxury, that's a value fail. But here's the part Mercedes doesn't want you to know. A dealer technician mentioned that early 2025 CLE 450 models are coming back for software updates because the adaptive dampers and drive modes don't sync smoothly. Now, to be fair, the CLE 450 isn't slow. 380 horsepower from a turbocharged inline-six. 0 to 62 in 4.4 seconds. That's respectable. But at this price, you're competing with the BMW 4 Series, the 2017 plus Audi A5 with the traditional automatic, and the Lexus LC 500. And all of those feel more cohesive, more honest, and more engaging. The CLE 450 isn't a bad car. It's just not the driver's coupe Mercedes wants you to believe it is. CLE 450 owners, did swapping the tires fix it? Post your setup and how it changed the car. So those are the three to avoid. But now we get to the good stuff. If this is saving you money, hit subscribe. Let's keep going. And yes, the #1 coupe outruns a Ferrari while lasting 200,000 miles. But let's start with number 4. Best number 4, Ferrari 296 GTB, the hybrid supercar starting around $320,000 and worth every penny. The Ferrari 296 GTB is an 819 horsepower, 211 mile-per-hour missile that redefines what a hybrid can be. Under that sculpted rear deck sits a 3.0-liter twin-turbo V6, Ferrari's first V6 in a road car since the 1974 Dino. It revs to 8,500 RPM and produces 654 horsepower on its own. Add the electric motor, 165 horsepower. Combined, 819 horses, 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. Top speed, 211 miles per hour. According to Top 10 Fastest Coupes in the World 2025, the 296 GTB is one of the quickest production coupes you can buy. And it's not just straight-line speed. The 296 GTB is mid-engined, perfectly balanced and equipped with Ferrari's latest electronic wizardry. It'll dance through corners like a ballerina, then punch you in the chest on the exit. Inside, it's pure Ferrari. Carbon fiber everywhere, Alcantara-wrapped steering wheel, digital gauge cluster that's crisp and intuitive. Here's the genius. You get 15 miles of pure electric range. Cruise through your neighborhood in silence, then unleash hell once you hit the open road. Jekyll and Hyde in the best possible way. No hybrid batteries to replace at 60,000 miles. Looking at you, I8. One owner on Ferrari Chat said, "I was skeptical about a V6 Ferrari. After one drive, I'm a believer. This thing is an absolute weapon." Buying advice. If you're cross-shopping with the McLaren 750S or Lamborghini Huracan, the 296 GTB offers something neither can: daily usability with hybrid efficiency. But here's where it gets interesting. Owners say the 296 GTB has one flaw, but you won't expect it. The electric range drops to about 10 miles if you drive it hard. Minor? Yes, but it's the only complaint. 296 GTB or McLaren 750S? Which would you take to a track day? Defend your choice. But British power hits different, and this next one proves it. Best number 3, Aston Martin Vantage. British brutality starting around $185,000, and it's a bargain at that price. The 2025 Aston Martin Vantage is what happens when British elegance meets German engineering. Pure automotive theater. Under that long sculpted hood sits a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 sourced from Mercedes-AMG, tuned by Aston Martin. Output, 656 horsepower, 590 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds, top speed, 202 miles per hour. But the numbers don't tell the whole story. This car sounds like thunder. Pop the throttle, and it crackles and pops on the overrun like it's angry at the road. The Vantage has half the tech, but triple the drama, and it handles. The 2025 Vantage refresh moved the engine further back. Front mid-engine now, which means the engine sits behind the front axle for perfect weight distribution. Pair that with adaptive dampers, a limited slip differential, and sticky Pirelli P0 tires, and you've got a car that feels alive. Inside, it's pure Aston Martin. Hand-stitched leather, Alcantara accents, real metal switchgear that feels like it belongs in a Swiss watch. And the seats hug you in all the right places without feeling restrictive. The infotainment, it's Mercedes MBUX system, which means it actually works. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, navigation that doesn't make you want to throw your phone out the window. Now let's talk ownership. Aston Martin's reliability reputation isn't stellar, but the 2025 Vantage benefits from that AMG V8, which is proven and robust. A mechanic who services these weekly said, "The AMG V8 is bulletproof. It's the electronics you need to watch, but they're Mercedes parts, so any good shop can handle them." Plan around $2,000 to $3,000 per year if you drive it regularly. And because it shares parts with AMG, finding a good independent shop is easier than you'd think. Most people don't realize the Vantage is Aston Martin's best-selling model. It's the entry point into the brand, but it doesn't feel like a compromise. Buying advice, don't over-option, it's already loaded. Keep it light, keep it focused, and you'll have one of the best driving coupes on the planet. Vantage or Porsche 911, which is the better daily driver? Make your case. But if you want a coupe that'll run for 200,000 miles without breaking a sweat, the next car is a legend. Lightning round. Fastest accelerating coupe here. Turbo S, 2.6 seconds. Best sounding LC500, naturally aspirated V8 glory. Most overrated i8. Worst value? You already saw it. CLE 450. Now let's talk about the coupe that does the impossible. Best number 2, Lexus LC 500, the reliable exotic starting just over $100,000, and it's the smartest money you'll spend. The Lexus LC 500 is the coupe nobody talks about, but everyone should, because while the Germans chase horsepower and the Italians chase drama, Lexus built a car that does something radical. It just works. Under that gorgeous hood sits a 5.0-liter naturally aspirated V8. No turbos, no hybrid system. Just 471 horsepower and one of the best-sounding engines in the business. No hybrid batteries here, looking at you, i8. 0 to 60? Redline Reviews tested the 2025 LC 500 at 4.61 seconds. Quicker than Lexus claims. And that V8 sound, it's intoxicating. It revs to 7,300 RPM with a howl that makes you want to downshift just to hear it again. No fake exhaust sound pumped through the speakers. This is the real deal. But here's what makes the LC 500 special. It's not trying to be a track weapon. It's a grand tourer in the truest sense. The ride is smooth, the steering is weighted perfectly, and the chassis feels planted and confidence-inspiring without being harsh. Inside, it's a work of art. The dashboard is sculpted like a piece of modern furniture. The seats are wrapped in semi-aniline leather that feels like butter. And the build quality, everything fits perfectly. No squeaks, no rattles, just Japanese precision. Now let's talk reliability. Lexus has the best reliability record in the luxury segment, period. The LC 500 shares its V8 with the RCF and the old ISF, and that engine is bulletproof. According to Consumer Reports, Lexus consistently ranks at the top for reliability. Owners report near zero drama. One owner said, "I've put 87,000 miles on my 2018 LC500. Zero unscheduled maintenance, just oil, tires, and brakes. Annual maintenance? Around $1,000 to $1,500 if you use an independent shop. That's less than half what you'd spend on a Porsche 911 or Aston Martin Vantage." Buying advice: the LC500 holds its value better than almost any coupe in this price range. Buy a lightly used 2021 or 2022 model, and you'll save $20,000 to $30,000 off MSRP. One owner on Club Lexus said, "I've owned Porsches, BMWs, and Audis. The LC500 is the first car I've had zero issues with. It's boring in the best possible way, it just works. The LC500 has half the tech, but triple the reliability." LC500 owners, what's your longest repair-free run? Post your year and mileage. But if you want the ultimate daily drivable supercar, the number one pick is the benchmark. Best number one, Porsche 911 Turbo S. The benchmark starting around $230,000, and it's the best car on this list. The Porsche 911 Turbo S isn't just a luxury coupe. It's the luxury coupe, the one every other manufacturer benchmarks against, the one that does everything and does it better than anything else. It's the opposite of the CLE 450. Real performance, no fakery. Under that iconic rear deck sits a 3.8-liter twin-turbo flat-six. Output, 640 horsepower, 590 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. Top speed, 205 miles per hour. According to Top 10 Fastest Coupes in the World 2025, the 911 Turbo S is one of the quickest production cars you can buy. But the numbers don't capture what makes the Turbo S special. It's the way it delivers that performance, effortlessly, relentlessly, and with a level of refinement that makes supercars feel crude. Engage launch control, and the Turbo S catapults forward with a violence that defies physics. All-wheel drive, rear-wheel steering, adaptive dampers, Porsche ceramic composite brakes. Every system working in perfect harmony, and it's not just fast in a straight line. The rear-wheel steering makes the Turbo S feel like a car half its size. Turn-in is sharp, mid-corner balance is perfect, and the grip, it's almost supernatural. Inside, it's pure Porsche. The dashboard is driver-focused, the seats are supportive without being uncomfortable, and the build quality is flawless. Every switch, every button, every surface feels like it'll last 200,000 miles. Here's the crazy part. The 911 Turbo S is practical. Front trunk holds 2 carry-on bags. Rear seats, if you spec them, can fit small humans or more luggage. You can daily drive this car, and people do. Reliability? Porsche ranks near the top of every reliability survey. The 911 platform has been refined for decades, and the Turbo S benefits from all that engineering. A dealer technician mentioned, "We see 911 turbos come in with 150,000 miles all the time. They're still tight, still fast, just oil and tires. Expect around $3,000 to $4,000 per year in maintenance if you drive it regularly. Oil changes, brake fluid, tire rotations. And if you track it, budget for brake pads and tires because you'll use them." Buying advice: don't over-option, it's already loaded. One owner on Renlist said, "I've owned 3 911 turbos over 15 years. Zero major issues, just oil changes and tires. This is the most reliable supercar you can buy." The 911 Turbo S is the coupe that does everything. Fast, comfortable, reliable, and usable 365 days a year. That's why it's number one. 911 Turbo S. Keep it stock or tune it. What's your take? So there you have it. 3 luxury coupes to avoid and 4 that earn your money. The i8 can't keep up. The A5 CVT is a gamble. The CLE 450 is a value fail with fake exhausts and eco tires. But the 296 GTB redefines hybrid performance. The Vantage delivers British brutality. The LC 500 is the reliable exotic. And the 911 Turbo S? It's the benchmark. Now it's your turn. Leave your top 3 picks ranked in the comments. I'll pin the best one. And here's the big one. 911 Turbo S or McLaren 750S, raw speed or live with ability. Defend your choice. If this saved you money, smash that like button and subscribe. Next up, the 5 most reliable luxury SUVs you can buy used, linked right here. Thanks for watching. Drive safe, drive smart, and remember, luxury is confidence you won't regret.